Have you ever wondered why some people seem to magnetically attract success, wealth, and happiness while others struggle endlessly no matter how hard they try? The truth is, the difference is not luck, not talent, and not connections. It lies in a secret, silent power that resides in your own mind, the same power that Napoleon Hill called the mastermind of success. And today, I'm going to show you how to awaken it, step by step, starting right now. Part 1. Awakening the power within. Every thought you think, every tiny belief you allow to take root, is quietly shaping the life you are living, and the life you are yet to live. The average person drifts through their days unaware of this truth. They wake up, follow routines, meet obligations, and go to bed, thinking life is just happening to them. But in reality, life is listening to their thoughts, responding to their focus, bending around the force of their expectations. Think of it like an invisible hand, always at work, shaping outcomes you cannot yet see. Some people call it luck. Others call it fate. Napoleon Hill called it the principle of mental mastery, the law that your thoughts and desires, when properly focused, create reality. The world doesn't reward those who simply wish for good things. It rewards those who train their minds to expect them, to believe in them with unwavering certainty. Imagine a sculptor standing before a block of marble. They don't just hope the statue will appear. Every strike of the chisel, every careful touch, is guided by a clear vision in their mind. The statue does not materialize through chance. It emerges because the sculptor's intention is clear and their actions are disciplined. Your mind is that sculptor. Your thoughts are the chisel. And the life you desire is the statue waiting to emerge. But here's the challenge. Most people allow random thoughts to govern them. A worry here, a doubt there, and suddenly the invisible hand that could shape their future twists in favor of fear, hesitation, and missed opportunity. To break free from this, you must first understand one simple principle. Every thought is a seed. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and lack, you will harvest struggle and disappointment. But if you plant seeds of faith, clarity, and purpose, you will harvest success, fulfillment, and power beyond measure. Consider the story of the archer. The arrow doesn't fly straight because the archer merely wishes it. It flies straight because the archer has trained, focused, and disciplined every muscle, every breath, and every heartbeat toward a single goal. Likewise, your dreams require the same precision. Mere wishing is not enough. You must focus, train, and master the subtle power of your mind. Only then can your desires take flight. Napoleon Hill often spoke about the difference between wishing and believing. Wishing is a whisper into the night, a hope that the world will somehow deliver. Believing is a command, a declaration to the universe that your mind will not settle for less than what it envisions. It is the inner certainty that fuels action, perseverance, and unwavering confidence. And this is the first secret to success. The unseen hand moves only for those who notice it, who cultivate it, who treat their mind as a workshop of possibility rather than a wasteland of doubt. Begin each day with a simple question. What will I focus on today? Will it be the endless worries that weigh me down, or the powerful vision of who I am becoming? Most people, unfortunately, answer this question without realizing it. They allow the clutter of old failures, fears of what might happen, and opinions of others to fill their mind. They drift through life like leaves on a river, carried by currents they cannot see or control. But those who learn to master their thoughts, those who train their minds to focus only on what serves their purpose, find the current flowing in their favor. This is not magic. It is not a trick. It is the principle Napoleon Hill wrote about in Think and Grow Rich. Your mind, disciplined and focused, becomes an unstoppable force. Every decision, every action, every outcome begins in the mind. The world around you is simply a reflection of what is happening inside you. To harness this power, you must first become conscious of your inner dialogue. Every thought matters. Every repeated idea is a blueprint for your reality. Notice what you dwell on. Are your thoughts leading you toward success, happiness, and growth, or are they dragging you into doubt, fear, and stagnation? The answers you find will reveal the path ahead. Here is a simple exercise to start today. Begin by clearing your mind each morning, imagining a blank canvas. Then, intentionally plant one image, one belief, one vision of what you want to achieve. See it clearly. Feel it as real. Hold it in your mind with unwavering confidence. This is your first step toward shaping the invisible hand that governs your life. Remember, the world responds not to weak wishes but to strong beliefs. The unseen hand will move in your favor, but only when your mind has declared, with clarity and certainty, what it is that you intend to create. The archer does not fire into the wind without aim. The sculptor does not chisel without vision. And you, the architect of your destiny, cannot afford to drift aimlessly. As this journey begins, understand this: mastery over your thoughts is the foundation of everything else. It is the soil in which your dreams take root. In the coming parts, we will explore desire, faith, persistence, and the exact strategies that allow ordinary people to achieve extraordinary success. But it all starts here, with the recognition that your mind is not a passive observer. It is an active, creative force, and it is waiting for you to take command. The first step is awareness. The second is focus. And the third? The unshakable belief that the life you desire is not just possible, it is inevitable when your mind is disciplined, directed, and determined. White heavy checkmark. Part 1. Key takeaways. Your thoughts shape your reality. Every single one matters. Focus is power. Wandering thoughts create stagnation. Belief and clarity in your mind are more powerful than wishful thinking. Your mind is the sculptor. Your life is the statue waiting to be created. If you like, I can immediately continue Part 2, keeping the same motivational, Napoleon Hill inspired style, building on desire and faith, with another 1,000 words of engaging content. Do you want me to continue to Part 2 next? Hook, strong opening. Have you ever noticed how some people seem unshakable, calm in chaos, steady when the world is falling apart? They face challenges, setbacks, and distractions, yet they move forward like nothing can stop them. The truth is, their secret isn't luck, it's mastery over the mind and emotions. Today, I'm going to show you the exact principles that allow anyone to become unmovable, to bend reality in their favor, and to live life with unstoppable focus and power. Part 2, Mastering Mind, Emotion, and Presence. Each return to your goal, no matter how small, is an act of strength. Think of it like training a muscle. The more often you come back, the stronger your ability to shape reality becomes. Every time you refocus, you are reinforcing the path that leads to success. In silence, make this your daily practice. Close your eyes and see your goal as already achieved. Feel it, hear it, walk in that reality in your mind until it becomes as natural as breathing. Soon, your body, your words, and your actions will begin to move in harmony with that vision, often without effort or conscious thought. This is the law Napoleon Hill described. The subconscious mind aligns with your dominant thoughts and expectations, bringing your vision into reality. Remember, the world outside is a mirror of your inner state. Change your beliefs, and the world changes with you. Thought is the true architect of destiny. Build well, and life itself will take shape according to your design. Fail to guard your mind, and chaos will determine your outcomes. The cage of emotions are invisible cages, holding most people back even when opportunity surrounds them. Anger, envy, fear, and longing are powerful currents, quietly pulling at us, shaping actions we may not even notice. Left unchecked, they sabotage ambition and block success. Imagine a river in the grip of a violent storm. Waters churn, crash, and swirl with mud and debris. Nothing is clear. The river, once a source of life and clarity, is now chaotic and wild. This is what happens when emotions rule the mind. Fear leads to hesitation. Anger leads to rash words and decisions. Jealousy blinds perception. The life you hope for drifts further away, carried off by a torrent of uncontrolled feelings. But when the storm passes, when the waters calm and mud settles, the river reflects the sky above. It becomes clear, deep, and nourishing. The same is true of the mind. Only when emotion is mastered can intentions become clear, and actions align with true purpose. Those who react to every provocation, who flare at every slight, give away their power piece by piece. Chaos repels order. Turbulence clouds intention. To harness the law of attraction, you must first master your emotional state. Observe feelings like clouds in the sky or distant thunder. Feel them, acknowledge them, but do not let them dictate your actions. Anger, fear, or longing are weather, not landscape. With practice, they lose their grip. You begin to act from calm, focused strength. The world responds to this stillness, bending subtly toward those who hold it. The power of presence. All true creation happens in the present moment. The past is gone, a fading echo. The future is only a phantom, never real. Yet most people drift endlessly between these illusions, reliving old wounds or imagining ideal circumstances that may never arrive. In doing so, they surrender their power, postponing action, waiting for the right moment. Presence is the art of returning your full attention to the now. It is an active engagement with life as it unfolds, not a passive reaction. When you are truly present, you notice details others miss, recognize opportunities others overlook, and respond with clarity and precision. The power to shape reality exists only in this moment. Think of presence as your anchor. When distractions arise, when delays frustrate, when fear whispers of failure, return to now. Breathe, focus, act. This is where opportunity meets preparation. The universe rewards those who act in the present with courage, clarity, and confidence, not those who wait for conditions to be perfect. The quiet rebellion of self-control. Self-control is a rebellion against a world designed to distract, derail, and weaken you. Noise, temptation, and the pressure to react immediately test your resolve daily. Every time you give in, you signal to yourself and the universe that your vision lacks strength. But every act of self-discipline is a declaration: I am worthy of my goals. Each moment you resist distraction, each second you choose focus over comfort, each decision to act from purpose rather than impulse, strengthens your inner authority. Picture a mountain standing tall in a violent storm. The wind shrieks, rain hammers the stone, lightning rips the sky, but the mountain remains unmoved. It does not retreat, complain, or bend. This is self-control in its highest form, immovable, confident, and grounded. The more you cultivate this, the more the world aligns with your steady presence. Chaos bends around your strength. Napoleon Hill often reminded his readers that success favors the disciplined, the persistent, and the self-controlled. The law of attraction cannot work when the mind is scattered, when emotion rules, or when impulse dominates. Steady thought, calm emotion, and unwavering presence are the pillars of real achievement. Putting it into practice starts small. Each day, practice returning to your goal. Visualize it. Feel it. Walk in it mentally. Observe emotions without being ruled by them. Anchor yourself in presence. Make disciplined choices, even when easier paths tempt you. Over time, these small acts compound. Your thoughts become sharper. Your emotions more manageable. Your actions aligned. The world begins to respond to the force of your inner clarity. Doors appear where walls once stood. Opportunities find you. Challenges become stepping stones. This is the mastery Napoleon Hill wrote about, the art of bending reality through mental and emotional discipline. Remember, each return to focus, each choice of presence over distraction, each moment of self-control is a quiet victory. They may seem small, but together they build the unshakable foundation of success. The river calms. The storm fades. And your life, once chaotic and uncertain, begins to flow steadily toward your vision. Success is not a distant dream. It is born in this moment, cultivated in your mind, strengthened in your emotions, anchored in your presence, and proven through your disciplined actions. Begin now, and you will see how the unseen hand, long silent, begins to move unmistakably in your favor. White heavy checkmark Part 2 Key Takeaways. Returning to focus strengthens your ability to shape reality. Master your emotions. Do not let fear, anger, or envy rule. Presence is power. Act fully in the now. Self-control is a silent rebellion, building unshakable strength. Discipline compounds. Small victories lead to monumental success. If you want, I can continue and craft Part 3 next, focusing on desire, persistence, and the practical use of the law of attraction, keeping the same motivational story flow and 1,000-word depth. Do you want me to move on to Part 3? Hook, strong opening. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to rise above every challenge, no matter how fierce? While others are tossed like leaves in the wind, they remain steady, calm, and unshakable. What is their secret? It is not luck. It is not natural talent. It is the mastery of self, the ability to harness discipline, turn adversity into opportunity, and radiate calm when chaos rages around them. Today, you will learn how to cultivate these invisible powers that shape reality itself. Part 3. The Mountain Within. Discipline, adversity, and calm. The more disciplined you become, the more life itself begins to bend in your favor. Circumstances that once unsettled you lose their power. Opportunities appear for those who refuse to be swept away by impulse, mood, or fleeting emotion. The world opens its doors for those who demonstrate, again and again, that they can be trusted with responsibility, with power, with their own destiny. Think of willpower as a muscle. It grows stronger with use, and like any muscle, it can be trained. Setbacks are not punishments, they are resistance that tests your strength. Every refusal to react impulsively, every choice to delay gratification, adds to your resilience. Over days, weeks, and months, this strength accumulates until what once shook you now passes by like wind against stone. Self-control is not flashy. It doesn't call attention to itself. But it is the foundation of all lasting success. Stand firm. Let storms come. Become the mountain. In this quiet rebellion, you claim your right to shape your own fate. The gift of adversity. Most people instinctively run from adversity, seeing it as punishment or proof of failure. But this is a misconception. Adversity is not the enemy, it is the greatest teacher you will ever know. Every setback is a lesson written in the language of experience. Every rejection is not a door slamming shut, but a door redirecting you toward a better path. Every painful loss, every disappointment, every challenge is an invitation, an opportunity to sharpen your desires, deepen your focus, and grow stronger. Those who achieve the greatest victories are not those spared hardship. They are the ones who refuse to be broken by defeat. When others see misfortune, they complain or despair. When the master sees misfortune, they ask, "What is this moment here to teach me? How can I turn this pain into power, this loss into determination?" Adversity is a stepping stone, a chance to build character and fortitude. Resilience is not the absence of struggle, but the ability to bend without breaking, to persist without bitterness. Every challenge you overcome adds to your magnetism. Every hardship met with courage strengthens the energy you project to the world. Those who have walked through fire and emerged stronger not only survive, they become forces that the world cannot ignore. People sense their quiet power, their refusal to be defeated, and the universe responds. Even when life seems unfair, the secret is simple: every difficulty carries a hidden gift. Those who learn to see it become unique, unshakable, and unstoppable. Their path is their own, and they no longer compare themselves to others. They understand that the only person to surpass is the one they were yesterday. Stay on your own road, and the world opens in ways comparison never could. The magnetic power of calm. If there's one force more powerful than panic, more persuasive than chaos, it is calm. Calm is not weakness, it is strength. In every crisis, beneath the surface of fear and confusion, lies opportunity. Only the watchful, the disciplined, the calm can perceive it. When the world panics, when everyone reacts with haste or fear, the calm individual becomes a beacon. Calmness allows you to measure, to wait, to notice subtle shifts others miss. While others act impulsively, you choose your moment with precision. Calm gives you the power to respond, not react, to act with strategy, not emotion. To cultivate calm, practice deliberately. Feel impatience, frustration, or anger rise, but do not let them control your actions. Practice patience when waiting, restraint when provoked, and steadiness when plans unravel. Each moment you choose composure over reaction strengthens an invisible, magnetic force. Calm is attractive. People naturally trust calm. Leaders, opportunities, and resources gravitate toward those who maintain stability amid chaos. The world instinctively seeks the steady hand in turbulent times. The more you cultivate calm, the more reality arranges itself around you. When you can stand still in the eye of a storm, unmoved by insults, setbacks, or panic, you become a pillar. Your presence radiates confidence, clarity, and quiet power. You become magnetic. Others sense your strength, and the universe conspires to support your efforts. Discipline, adversity, and calm in action. Imagine a storm-tossed mountain. Winds scream, rain hammers the stone, lightning rips the sky, but the mountain remains unmoved. This is self-control. This is resilience. This is the calm power that attracts opportunity. Each act of discipline, every moment of emotional mastery, every instance of calm in chaos compounds. What once tested you now strengthens you. Challenges no longer intimidate. Setbacks no longer discourage. Over time, reality itself bends around your inner strength. Opportunities appear where others see obstacles. Doors open where walls once stood. Napoleon Hill repeatedly emphasized this principle: steady thought, disciplined action, emotional mastery, and calm presence are the pillars of success. The law of attraction cannot work when the mind is scattered or dominated by fear. But when you are focused, composed, and unwavering, the world aligns to your favor. Your magnetism grows. People trust you. Circumstances adjust. Life itself seems to respond to your presence. This is not luck. It is mastery, the quiet art of shaping reality by shaping yourself. Putting part 3 into practice. Start today. Notice where your impulses pull you. Practice self-control, even in small ways. Embrace challenges instead of fleeing them. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I use this to grow stronger? Deliberately cultivate calm. In traffic, in conflict, in delay, choose patience. In adversity, search for the hidden lesson. Each act compounds. Over time, your mind becomes unshakable, your energy magnetic, your presence commanding. The world begins to move in harmony with your focused intent. Discipline, adversity, and calm are not just virtues, they are the foundation of attraction, success, and lasting achievement. Master these, and nothing can stop you. White heavy checkmark. Part 3. Key takeaways. Discipline strengthens your ability to bend reality in your favor. Adversity is a teacher. Hardship fuels resilience and focus. Calmness is magnetic. It attracts people, opportunities, and clarity. Self-control is the foundation of unshakable power. Mastery over self allows the world to respond to your intent. Hook, strong opening. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to see opportunity where others see only obstacles? Why some achieve extraordinary success while others struggle endlessly? The secret is not luck, not timing, and not connections. The difference is vision, imagination, and persistent action. Today, we uncover the next layer of mastery, the power of clarity, the force of imagination, and the unstoppable drive that turns ideas into reality. Part 4. Vision, imagination, and persistent action. Success begins in the mind. The moment you gain clarity about what you truly want, the path to achieving it begins to reveal itself. Most people wander through life without a clear picture of what they desire. They float, distracted by circumstances, by fleeting urges, or by what others expect of them. Without a definite goal, effort is scattered, and energy is wasted. Napoleon Hill emphasized this principle repeatedly. A clear, definite purpose is the starting point of all achievement. It is the foundation upon which every success is built. You cannot reach a destination you cannot see. Clarity of vision is not optional, it is essential. Take a moment to imagine your ideal life. See it in detail. Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? How do you feel? Immerse yourself fully in this image until it becomes real in your mind. The clearer your mental picture, the stronger the signal you send to the universe. But vision alone is not enough. Ideas and goals without action are like seeds buried deep in the ground with no water, no sunlight, and no care. They may have potential, but they will never grow. This is where imagination and persistent action meet. Imagination is the workshop of the mind. It allows you to see possibilities beyond current circumstances, to invent solutions, to create opportunities where none appear to exist. It is not fantasy, it is disciplined creativity, guided by your definite purpose. Those who harness imagination effectively do not wait for life to hand them chances. They create them. Consider Thomas Edison, whose inventions reshaped the modern world. He did not wait for the perfect idea or the perfect moment. He imagined, experimented, and acted relentlessly. Failure did not deter him. Every setback was data, a step closer to the vision he refused to abandon. Imagination, combined with persistent action, turned vision into reality. Persistence is the bridge between intention and achievement. Most people give up at the first sign of difficulty. They allow temporary setbacks, criticism, or fear to redirect their energy. But persistence is the steady force that pushes through obstacles, that refuses to quit even when progress seems invisible. It is the inner engine that transforms thought into accomplishment. Every action, no matter how small, compounds when aligned with a clear purpose. A single, consistent step taken daily toward your goal accumulates into unstoppable momentum. Hill wrote that success is often the result of small efforts, repeated and focused over time. One determined individual, refusing to quit, can achieve more than a group of talented but unfocused people. To harness this power, combine clarity, imagination, and persistence. Define your goal with precision. Imagine the outcome as already real. Visualize yourself moving through life as if your success has already arrived. Then take deliberate, consistent action, no matter the obstacles. Along the way, setbacks will come, they always do. Criticism will appear, distractions will call, doubt may creep in. This is normal. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not circumstance, it is how they respond. The persistent individual sees every obstacle as a teacher, every challenge as a chance to refine, to grow, to advance. Clarity of vision gives purpose to your actions. Imagination shows you the possibilities, the how, and what of creating. Persistence ensures that your steps, however small, are never wasted. Together, these forces are a magnet for opportunity. People, resources, and circumstances begin to align with your determined intent. Napoleon Hill taught that a strong desire, when combined with clear vision and persistent action, creates a kind of gravitational force that pulls circumstances toward you. The universe responds to the certainty of your purpose and the intensity of your effort. When your mind is disciplined, your imagination is active, and your actions are consistent, reality bends toward your goal. To put this into practice, begin each day with a clear statement of your purpose. See it in your mind. Imagine the steps needed to reach it. Act. Take one small, deliberate step toward your goal today, then another tomorrow. Let persistence build the momentum that will carry you through the inevitable challenges. Do not be discouraged by setbacks, delays, or temporary failures. They are part of the process. They are the refining fire that strengthens your vision, sharpens your focus, and deepens your commitment. Each time you persist despite difficulty, you send a message to yourself and the universe. You are serious, you are capable, you will not quit. Imagination is not just for creative pursuits. It is the tool by which every solution is discovered, every innovation is born, and every opportunity is recognized. By practicing disciplined imagination, you train your mind to see paths that others overlook, to recognize solutions when others see only problems. The law of attraction is activated when clarity, imagination, and persistence are combined. Thoughts alone are seeds, but action, fueled by belief and focused by vision, brings them to life. Opportunity gravitates toward the persistent, the creative, and the focused. Remember, life rewards those who act with certainty. Indecision and hesitation dilute effort. Doubt scatters energy. The individual who acts boldly, guided by clear vision and disciplined imagination, becomes a force that circumstances must accommodate. As you cultivate this power, you will notice subtle changes. Doors that once seemed closed begin to open. People respond differently to you. Your own confidence grows. The invisible forces of opportunity, timing, and alignment begin to converge in ways that seem almost miraculous. This is not magic. It is mastery of the mind, disciplined focus, and relentless action, the very principles Napoleon Hill spent decades studying and teaching. The difference between those who dream and those who achieve lies here. Begin today. Clarify your goal. Imagine it vividly. Act consistently. Persist through every obstacle. This is how ordinary people achieve extraordinary results. This is how you bend reality toward your vision, step by step, day by day. White heavy checkmark. Part 4. Key takeaways. Clarity of vision is essential for purposeful action. Imagination allows you to create opportunities beyond current limitations. Persistent action bridges the gap between thought and reality. Setbacks are teachers. Persistence compounds success. Mastery of vision, imagination, and persistence activates the law of attraction. If you want, I can continue with Part 5, which can focus on faith, belief, and the subconscious mind as the ultimate engine of attraction, keeping the same motivational, story-driven Napoleon Hill style with 1,000 words. Do you want me to proceed to Part 5 next? Hook, strong opening. Have you ever wondered why some people achieve their dreams effortlessly while others struggle for a lifetime? The difference is not talent or luck. The difference is belief, faith in themselves, in their vision, and in the unseen forces that shape reality. Today, we explore the power of faith, belief, and the subconscious mind, the ultimate engines that turn thoughts into results and dreams into reality. Part 5. Faith, belief, and the power of the subconscious mind. Every great achievement begins with belief. Faith is the invisible force that transforms desire into reality. Without it, Even the clearest vision and the most persistent actions can falter. Napoleon Hill repeatedly emphasized that faith is the foundation of all success. Faith is not wishful thinking or blind hope. It is a deep, unwavering conviction that your goal is attainable, and that you possess the power to make it real. Think of the mind as a fertile field. Doubt and fear are weeds that strangle possibility. Faith is the sunlight, water, and care that allows the seeds of thought to grow into reality. When you consistently feed your mind with belief, your subconscious begins to act on it automatically. Actions, decisions, and even intuition align with your purpose. Faith is strengthened through repetition. By affirming your goals, visualizing their achievement, and speaking positively about your abilities, you create a mental blueprint. Your subconscious mind, which does not distinguish between what is imagined and what is real, begins to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward making that blueprint tangible. Consider the story of a young entrepreneur who starts a business in a crowded, competitive market. Every expert warns them it's impossible. Every setback feels like a signal to quit. Yet, they continue because they believe, not in wishful thinking, but in the reality they have created in their mind. Their faith gives them resilience, creativity, and the ability to see opportunities where others see only obstacles. Over time, the universe responds. Doors open, connections are made, and success manifests. Belief, like a muscle, grows stronger through practice. Daily repetition of affirmations, visualization, and focused thought reinforces the subconscious programming. With time, this programming becomes automatic. Your mind begins to notice possibilities, attract resources, and recognize solutions that previously went unseen. The power of faith is magnified when combined with a burning desire and persistent action. Desire is the fuel, faith is the engine, and action is the vehicle. Together, they carry you forward, even when circumstances seem impossible. Hill called this the triple alliance of success. Without any one of these, the journey stalls. Many fail not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they lack faith. They doubt their ability, their worthiness, or the possibility of success. They allow fear and skepticism to dominate, and in doing so, they sabotage the very process that could bring their goals to life. Faith allows you to act confidently in uncertainty. When you believe in yourself and your purpose, setbacks become temporary, criticism becomes a lesson, and obstacles transform into challenges to overcome. Faith removes hesitation and fear, replacing them with clarity and determination. The subconscious mind is the powerhouse that executes your beliefs. It responds to repetition, emotion, and intensity. Whatever you feed it, positive thoughts, clear goals, and unwavering belief, becomes your reality. Conversely, if doubt, worry, or fear dominate, the subconscious manifests those limitations as well. Therefore, guarding your mind is essential. Feed it with belief, hope, and images of success, and it will work tirelessly on your behalf. Hill taught that autosuggestion is a key technique to harness the subconscious. By consistently repeating affirmations, visualizing your success, and cultivating positive emotion around your goals, you impress your desires upon your subconscious mind. This mind, in turn, directs your actions, intuition, and energy toward achieving them. Over time, this becomes a self-reinforcing loop. Belief shapes action, action produces results, and results strengthen belief. Faith is also contagious. The energy and confidence of those who believe radiate outward, influencing the people, circumstances, and opportunities they encounter. Others are drawn to certainty, commitment, and courage. Leaders, partners, and collaborators naturally gravitate toward those who act from a place of unwavering belief. Consider athletes, artists, and inventors. Their extraordinary results are not just the product of skill or luck, they are the product of belief. They train their minds as rigorously as they train their bodies. They visualize success before it happens. They endure setbacks with confidence, knowing the outcome is already written in the blueprint of their mind. Faith allows you to take bold action. When others hesitate, when opportunities are disguised as risk, faith gives you the courage to move forward. It transforms fear into motivation and uncertainty into opportunity. The law of attraction responds to this energy. The universe favors those who act decisively from a foundation of belief. To cultivate faith in your own life, start small but act consistently. Affirm your goals every morning. Visualize them in detail. Speak positively about your abilities and your journey. Surround yourself with reminders of possibility and success. Feed your subconscious mind with clarity, conviction, and persistence. Remember, the mind is always at work. It will manifest either your fears or your beliefs. Choose wisely what you cultivate. Faith is not passive. It is a daily practice of training your thoughts, nurturing your vision, and directing your energy toward your highest purpose. Faith and belief transform ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. They allow you to endure hardship, embrace opportunity, and remain resilient in the face of doubt. They activate the law of attraction, ensuring that thoughts, actions, and results align with your inner vision. As you strengthen your faith, you will notice subtle but profound shifts. Your decisions become clearer, your confidence grows, and your path forward reveals itself naturally. The universe responds to your certainty. Doors open. Resources flow. Circumstances adjust. You become magnetic to success, opportunity, and positive influence. Faith, belief, and the subconscious mind are the engines that power extraordinary results. Combine them with clarity, imagination, and persistence, and you hold in your hands the tools to achieve almost anything. Hill emphasized that those who master these forces are not merely lucky, they are intentionally creating the life they desire. Begin today. Choose belief over doubt, faith over fear. Speak positively, think clearly, and visualize your goals with intensity. Feed your subconscious mind with conviction. Take decisive action aligned with your vision. Over time, you will see the invisible forces working in your favor. Your faith is your superpower. Your belief shapes your reality. Your subconscious mind executes your intentions. Together, they create a force unstoppable by circumstance, resistance, or doubt. Harness them, and nothing can prevent you from achieving your greatest desires. White heavy checkmark Part 5 Key Takeaways. Faith is the foundation of all achievement. Belief directs the subconscious to work on your behalf. Autosuggestion and visualization strengthen faith. Persistent action combined with belief creates unstoppable momentum. The universe responds to certainty, conviction, and purpose. If you want, I can continue with Part 6, the final part, which will focus on mastery, legacy, and using all principles together to live an extraordinary life, keeping the same motivational story-driven Napoleon Hill style with 1,000 words. Do you want me to create Part 6 next? Hook, strong opening. Imagine standing at the summit of your life, looking back at the path you carved with your own hands. Every challenge you faced, every fear you conquered, every vision you brought to life was not luck, it was mastery. Today, we uncover the final principle that ties every lesson together, the force that transforms ambition into legacy, and how to wield it to create a life of extraordinary achievement. Part 6. Mastery, Legacy, and Living an Extraordinary Life. Every lesson you've learned, the discipline to control yourself, the courage to embrace adversity, the clarity to define your vision, the imagination to see beyond the present, the persistence to act every day, and the faith to believe in the unseen, is a tool. Individually, they are powerful. Together, they are unstoppable. Mastery is the art of bringing all these forces into harmony. True mastery begins with self-awareness. The most successful people are acutely aware of their strengths, weaknesses, and habits. They understand how their thoughts shape their reality, how emotions either fuel or derail their progress, and how every choice they make either advances or delays their purpose. By observing themselves with honesty and intent, they refine their inner world, which in turn transforms the outer world. Napoleon Hill repeatedly emphasized that mastery is not a final destination, it is a lifelong journey. It is not measured by wealth, fame, or recognition, but by the consistent alignment of thought, belief, and action toward a definite purpose. Mastery is visible in the calmness of the storm, the focus in moments of chaos, and the resilience to rise stronger after every fall. As you master yourself, you also begin to understand the power of influence. Your energy, your focus, and your integrity radiate outward. People sense your confidence and purpose. Doors open because you walk with certainty. Opportunities appear because your presence draws them. Mastery is magnetic. The world responds not to those who demand it, but to those who embody it. Legacy is the natural byproduct of mastery. When you live intentionally, every action contributes not just to your success, but to the impact you leave behind. Legacy is not limited to wealth or recognition, it is the influence of your character, the inspiration of your persistence, and the mark of your integrity. The world remembers those who not only achieved, but who lifted others along the way. Consider the lives of extraordinary achievers, those who shaped history. They did not merely pursue personal gain. They focused on contribution, on purpose beyond self. Their mastery of thought, belief, and action created ripples that influenced generations. Their faith and persistence turned vision into reality, and their calm, disciplined approach attracted resources and people to their mission. This is the blueprint for a life of extraordinary impact. Mastery also requires adaptability. Life is unpredictable. Circumstances change, opportunities shift, and challenges arise without warning. The person who has mastered themselves does not resist change, they navigate it with calm confidence. They see obstacles as lessons and detours as new pathways. They adjust strategy without losing sight of their purpose. Adaptability is not compromise, it is intelligent response, rooted in vision and grounded in principles. To achieve mastery, you must also embrace continuous growth. Learning never stops. Every experience, success, or failure is an opportunity to refine skills, strengthen character, and deepen understanding. Those who stop learning stagnate, while those committed to growth evolve into forces the world cannot ignore. Another key element of mastery is the alignment of heart and mind. Intellectual understanding alone is insufficient. The emotions, intentions, and energy behind your actions must resonate with your purpose. When thought, emotion, and action are aligned, you act with power, clarity, and authenticity. The universe responds to this harmony. The law of attraction, which you have learned to harness through faith, visualization, and persistence, becomes an active force in shaping your life. At this stage, every habit, every thought, and every choice matters. Mastery requires vigilance. You protect your mind from negative influences, guard your focus against distraction, and cultivate thoughts that empower rather than diminish. You create rituals that reinforce your purpose, daily affirmations, visualization exercises, strategic planning, and deliberate action. These are not mere routines, they are the scaffolding of extraordinary achievement. Legacy, mastery, and impact are inseparable from contribution. The greatest leaders, innovators, and visionaries understood that true success is measured not by what they take, but by what they give. By lifting others, sharing knowledge, and creating opportunities, they amplify their own influence and embed their success in the world. Hill called this principle the power of applied knowledge, the idea that knowledge becomes powerful only when acted upon for a higher purpose. To live an extraordinary life, practice reflection. Each day, review your actions, evaluate your progress, and adjust where necessary. Celebrate victories, learn from mistakes, and keep your focus unwavering. Mastery is not perfection, it is persistence in alignment with principle and purpose. Finally, understand that fear and doubt are inevitable. Even the most disciplined and persistent individuals encounter moments of uncertainty. The difference lies in response. The mastered mind acknowledges fear but does not obey it. It acts despite it. Every courageous step taken in the face of doubt reinforces belief, strengthens persistence, and fuels the magnetism of opportunity. Imagine your life as a river carving a canyon over centuries. Each day, each choice, each effort contributes to the enduring shape of your path. The process is gradual but unstoppable. Mastery is the river flowing with intention, guided by vision, shaped by persistence, and powered by belief. Over time, the canyon becomes magnificent, a visible testament to the quiet power of consistent, intentional action. As you integrate all the principles you have learned, self-discipline, emotional mastery, clarity of vision, imagination, persistence, faith, and belief, you step into your greatest potential. Life no longer happens to you, you shape it consciously. You become a creator, a leader, and a force of influence. The final truth is simple: the life you desire is a reflection of the mind you cultivate. Discipline your thoughts, master your emotions, focus on your vision, act with persistence, nurture faith, and contribute to others. When you do, reality itself begins to align with your purpose. Success is no longer random, it becomes inevitable. Call to action, now, it's your turn. Apply these principles today. Clarify your vision, strengthen your discipline, embrace adversity, cultivate calm, act persistently, and fuel it all with faith. Step into mastery and create a life that not only fulfills your dreams but inspires others. If this series inspired you, make sure to subscribe for more motivational guidance, Share it with someone who needs a spark of encouragement, and leave a comment to tell us which principle will transform your life first. Your extraordinary journey begins now. Claim it. White heavy checkmark. Part 6. Key takeaways. Mastery is the harmony of thought, belief, and action. Legacy is the natural outcome of mastery and contribution. Adaptability, continuous growth, and reflection are essential. Alignment of mind, heart, and action amplifies influence. Courage, persistence, and belief turn vision into reality. True power is intentional living and conscious creation of your life.